Keir Starmer shocked as Tommy Robinson confronts Sadiq Khan in public showdown. You're not going to believe what just happened on the streets of London. It wasn't in Parliament. It wasn't behind closed doors. It was right out in the open. Public, raw and completely unscripted. Welcome to Back Britain. Unfold Tommy Robinson, the controversial activist who's never been one to hold his tongue, confronted Sadiq Khan, London's mayor, in what's now being called one of the most explosive face-offs this year. And while Sadiq tried to stay calm under pressure, it's what happened next that caught everyone, including Labour leader Keir Starmer, completely off guard. Let's break it down. This all unfolded during a public event in central London. Khan was speaking on community safety and policing, ironically, two of the most debated topics in the capital right now. Tommy Robinson showed up with a camera crew, a few notes and, let's be honest, a serious chip on his shoulder. He didn't wait for an invitation. He stepped forward, looked straight at Khan and asked the question millions have whispered, but few have dared to ask in public. Why do you let this city fall apart while silencing those who try to speak out? The mayor tried to deflect, speaking about unity, investment and fairness. But Robinson wasn't having it. People are afraid to speak the truth in this city, he shot back, because when they do, they're labelled, censored or even arrested. It wasn't just a protest. It wasn't just a rant. It was a carefully timed challenge aimed not just at Sadiq Khan, but at the entire political establishment. And that's where Keir Starmer comes in. Because as this footage exploded across social media, the pressure quickly shifted to the Labour leader. Why? Because Starmer has stood by Khan's leadership repeatedly, even doubling down when critics called for tougher stances on crime, immigration and free speech. Now, with millions of views racking up on X, formerly Twitter, YouTube and TikTok, Starmer is being asked a very uncomfortable question. Do you support this kind of policing of speech, or are you finally going to speak up? Inside Labour HQ, sources say the mood shifted fast. One aide, speaking off the record, said, "This wasn't just about Tommy, this was about years of pent-up frustration. If we ignore this moment, we risk looking completely disconnected." Public response, nuclear. One user posted, "Tommy's not everyone's cup of tea, but at least he says what people are thinking." Sadiq looked rattled. Another wrote, "Starmer better wake up. This isn't just about London, it's about the whole country." Even some moderate commentators, not typically fans of Robinson, admitted the mayor struggled. Khan didn't look prepared. Whether you like Tommy or not, you could tell the question struck a nerve. And in the hours after the confrontation, hashtags like #Sadiq speech, #Tommy versus Khan, and even #Starmer silence started trending across the UK. So, what does this actually mean? Well, for starters, it cracks open a wider debate that's been simmering beneath the surface for years: free speech, policing, and political double standards. Because here's the thing, people across Britain feel like they can't say what they really think anymore. And moments like this, however messy, drag those tensions out into the light. Keir Starmer has built his leadership on discipline, calm, and being the sensible alternative to the chaos of recent governments. But this confrontation threw a spotlight on something deeper: a growing disconnect between political leaders and the people they claim to represent. And it's not just happening in London. From Manchester to Birmingham, ordinary Brits are asking, why does it feel like we're being told to sit down and shut up? Now, let's be clear, this isn't a blanket endorsement of Tommy Robinson. His record is controversial, his methods are often divisive, but the reaction to his public clash with Khan tells us something important. It tells us there's a hunger, a desperation for straight answers, for authenticity, for someone, anyone, to say what's really going on. And if the political class won't address those concerns, they can expect more moments like this, more raw confrontations, more viral footage that blows past official narratives. One senior political analyst put it this way: if Keir Starmer can't step in and define where Labour stands on free expression and accountability, someone else will fill that vacuum, and they might not play by the rules. This was today's important update. We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news from across the UK, right here on Britain Unfold. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the Britain Unfold channel. Thank you.